I will preface this by saying I take no maintenance medication. I know, right? I'm old, I'm fat, I'm funny looking. There should be a medicine for this. There is not. I always try not to get bogged down in the details, particularly prices that are subject to change. So today, we're talking prices. Prescription prices, specifically maintenance medication. I get a lot of questions about what medicines are available and what prices. What I will show you now is true for 2021, November. Prices may change. Also, if you're in Manila, if you're in Cebu, Iloilo, prices may be different. But this will give you some ballpark numbers. First thing I did was I searched for maintenance medication for older people. Because let's be honest, most of us have more days behind us than in front of us. Of course, me being me, I made a spreadsheet. I love spreadsheets. So I gathered the information, compared the price, US price, Philippine price, if there's a bottle, whatever. I tried to break it down to a per pill price on the things that was available. Here, I will include 2 pictures of the spreadsheet. If you care, you can pause it and screenshot them. Not that major. But they're there if you want them. I will zoom in on the information as we progress. Many of the medicines are cheaper here. Some are cheaper in the US. I have found no rhyme or reason as to why. It's just the way it is. You have to just roll with the punches, guys. First things first, blood pressure. Although YouTube can make my blood pressure rise, I don't generally have a blood pressure problem. Blood pressure medicines, I'm not going to try and pronounce them because as bad as I mispronounced various Filipino words, I'm not any better with Latin. Here, almost everything is just sold per pill. They come in a blister pack, and if you only want one, they will cut and sell you one. Buying a whole blister pack kind of confuses them, because I guess they don't sell that many. But on these, you can see you've got 19 cents in the US for the, what is the top one? Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce these. The first one, I found it in 90 tablet, 10 milligrams, $17. That comes out to 19 cents a pill. Here, I found them for 15.5 pesos, which is 33 cents. So you're looking at a little bit higher. The second one, the Lisanopril, whatever, it's looks like Zestril is a brand name. I'll say brand names when I can. Comes in at 40 cents a pill from the US price I found. Your prices may vary and you may have insurance. That's another issue. But they come in 40 cents a pill. Here they're $1.35 a pill. So a good bit more expensive. But then the Microzide is 40 cents a pill in the US, 24 cents a pill here. So it's cheaper. So depending on your medication, it can be higher or lower. And as I said, there's no rhyme or reason. If I were on any of these medications in the US, I would have gotten them free. Because it's a weird thing to say, but I'm lucky enough to be a disabled vet and all my health care was free. I tried to search for prices without insurance just to see the actual price of it. Because the insurance plans vary so much, your prices may be completely different than this. But the Philippine prices should be about the same. The US prices, I'm just giving you what I found. I don't guarantee them because there's just way too many variables involved. I would have got them free in any case. Antibiotics, I looked up the amoxicillin because that's the main one you're going to get here. There's tons of choices in the US. Not so many here. The 21 pill 1 week pack, the internet says is $15. I've never found one. I always paid way more than that in the US. I was a single dad. My kids always got that amoxicillin liquid, and that was like $100 a fucking bottle. So I don't know about this $15 thing. But they say the 21-day pack is $15, which comes out to 71 cents a pill. Here, this is amoxicillin. There are 53 pesos per pill. That's pretty close to $1 each. Okay, you have to have a prescription. Theoretically, you have to buy like 21 at a time to get a week's worth, because you take 3 a day for a week. Theoretically. I've never had a prescription for this here. It's easy to buy at a lot of pharmacies. Your major pharmacies, Mercury, Watson's, Star, any of those, especially in the city, are going to want a prescription. Smaller pharmacies, particularly outside the city, if you ask them, they'll say you need a prescription. But honestly, you do not. Also, penicillin in particular, you're supposed to take the full dose the whole week, blah, blah, blah. I do that. I know a lot of people in the U.S. that go, I took it for 3 days, I feel better, I stopped. Well, they do that here. They will sell you 4 pills. I know sorry stores that sell it. You can go to the sorry store, say I want a bag of chips, a Coke, and 3 amoxicillin, and they'll sell it to you. It's wrong. It's not according to the law, and I'm not saying I condone it, but that's the way it is here. I don't know anything about thyroid issues or thyroid medication, but it was on the list of possible meds that people might need. So I looked it up. This Synthroid comes in at 33 cents a pill in the US, 18 cents a pill here. So this one is cheaper. A lot of the smaller pharmacies just carry the basics. For some of these, a whole lot of these, you will probably need to go to the larger pharmacies anyway. And the larger pharmacies are more likely to ask you for a prescription that they are all supposed to ask you for on many of these. I don't know if all of these are prescription. The cholesterol med came in surprisingly cheap here in the Philippines. This one comes in at $1 per pill in the US compared to 30 cents a pill here in the Philippines. There are numerous medications. It's really difficult to find specific ones. That's between your doctor and your pharmacy, so I'm really just giving you the ones I could find easily. But I just want to kind of show you some price ranges. Pain medication is something near and dear to my heart. Bad news, that's only water. I deal with headaches and seizures and lots of fun stuff. So I tend to use more pain medication than the average person. I use a lot less here than I did in the US because I have a stress-free life, and that helps. But the Philippines does not believe in pain medication. They will send you home for hospice with cancer and all kinds of pain and send you with maybe Tramadol, probably paracetamol, which is just Tylenol. You're not going to get morphine. You're probably not going to get codeine. They don't believe in pain medicine here. It is unbelievable. I don't know. I was at the dentist getting a lot of work done, and I'm full of shots, and he's doing all the drilling, and I know when all the shots wear off, it's gonna hurt. So I was like, what kind of meds you got? And he's like, well, you need to get some paracetamol. And I'm like, okay, no, I mean medicine. What painkillers do you have? Do you not have like Tylenol number 4? Just a little bit of codeine? He's like, oh, no. No, I can't prescribe codeine. He says, there might be some doctors, but no, a dentist can't. And I'm like, seriously? So, if you need real pain medication, you're screwed. Welcome to the Philippines. But I looked up hydrocodone. $1.25 a piece in the U.S. I could not find it here. If there's a doctor that prescribes it, I haven't met them yet. It's nothing I ever use that often, but it's nice to know it's available for a serious day. Mostly what we get here is ibuprofen. But ibuprofen, if you buy a bottle from Walmart, you're getting 500 tablets for $10. And I bet if you shop around, you could get it cheaper. That comes out to 2 cents a pill. You buy it here, they're 17 cents each. Now, if you only need 1 or 2, you're like, hey, 17 cents is no big deal. But this $10 bottle from the U.S. at 17 cents would cost you $85 here. So ibuprofen, for some reason, is ridiculously expensive. To go from 2 cents to 17 cents, it's quite a jump. The other one they have here is Tramadol. Again, they say it needs a prescription. I have never had any pharmacy, and that includes all the big pharmacies. I've never had a pharmacy ask me for a prescription for Tramadol. Unfortunately, Tramadol is useless. I think I could take an M&M and get, well, I would get more pleasure from an M&M and about the same amount of painkiller properties. Tramadol is a joke. I have no idea what it's for. If it works on you, that's great, but I've taken it and it does nothing. But they're about 83 cents a pill in the U.S. They're $1 a pill here. It's not something I would take often, and because it doesn't work, I just don't take it at all anymore. One of the perennial favorites that's near and dear to our heart, pun intended, is heartburn. Now, there's various medications, prescription, over-the-counter, depending on what you need. The Prilosec comes in at like $2.13 a pill in the U.S., 35 cents here. Generally, I take things, just the Antacid Tablets, Tums, Rolaids, what have you. Really hard to find here. Surprisingly, I looked for a long time and never found them. Finally, I found them. I bought these at Mercury. They are 40 cents a piece. They're not dry and chalky. They're kind of gummy. They stick to your teeth and they taste kind of like toothpaste. It's that weird minty, I don't like them. They work pretty well, but at 40 cents a piece, you don't really want to take them. I have, from Walmart, this is not sponsored by Walmart, that's just where I happen to get these. Kroger, Target, I don't care, go wherever you want. Store brands are easy. This is a $4 bottle, 160 tablets. That comes out to 2.5 cents each. Now, if you take these 40-cent ones and fill this bottle with 160, that's a $64 bottle. This is $4 at Walmart. Bring your own with you, because what you get here is not very good, and it's kind of expensive if you need very much. None of the medicines I've seen here ever come in a bottle, except maybe vitamins. But like painkillers, antacids, any of that, you're buying blister packs. And if you buy a whole card, they kind of look at you crazy. Like, how many do you want? I was like, when I first got here, I was like, I'll take a bottle. And they're like, what? I was like, what do you have? And they hold up this card. I said, I'll take 1 card. Well, how many do you want? I said, how many's in the card? I'll take 1 card. I don't care how many. And if it's something I use, give me 2 cards. I don't care. The stock up and save kind of thing, you're not going to get here. Some of it, maybe S&R. Not much. I checked their vitamins. This is not on the list. But a bottle of vitamins, these are also Walmart. I can't remember how much they are because I didn't look them up. I'll try and put the price right here. They're cheap. Here, S&R has them, but it's about $30. So I will continue to buy them in the U.S. I've never heard of a pill for diabetes, but they have them. I thought it was just injectables because, like I said, I know nothing about it. I found these pills. One of them's 38 cents each. One is 30 cents each in the U.S. Here, they're 6 pesos and 7 pesos each. So a good bit cheaper. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe diabetes you can treat easier here because it's cheaper. Then I went looking at the injectables. I found this whole list of injectables, a whole lot of them, and as I was looking them up, I could not find a single one of them. All I could find was this one Insulin Glargine, whatever it is. They come in 3 mil or 10 mil syringes, and they are 1,000 pesos or 1,500. So it's $21 and $30 respectively per shot. There are so many different options in the U.S. at so many different prices. I did not break any of them down to a per shot basis, but if you're taking them, you probably know what it is. If you need a particular medicine, you're going to have to talk to your doctor and pharmacist because all I could find was this one medicine, and it doesn't look very cheap. Hopefully that is of some help, but diabetes medicine here looks questionable at best. So that's basically what I found on maintenance med prices. It's a trite saying, but your mileage may vary. It's going to depend on where you are. Manila, Cebu, Davao, Iloilo, all of them are going to be priced a little different. Out in the provinces, it's going to be different. The particular meds you need are going to be available differently. If you're in a major city, like especially Cebu or Manila, you should be able to find pretty much whatever you need. Here in Iloilo, it is getting better, so you should be pretty well off in most of the larger cities. But if you're on a particular medicine in whichever country you're in, some of the specific little particulars may not be here. You'll have to take that up with your doctor and see what the options are. And as I said, you see some of these prices. Some are higher, some are lower. It's never made sense to me which is which. I don't know why some of them are so high. There's a lot of things like that. Not just in medicines, but in the electronics and food and all kinds of things where it's like sometimes what's higher and lower here doesn't always make sense. It's just something you got to look at and go, yeah, that's what we got. You know, it's kind of, it is what it is, right? And if you want to see how much fun I had while staying in a hospital a couple of years ago, check out this video. Where is it? Here or there?
Enjoy your day
whichever.
in paradise.